Hi everyone, I'm Eloy from Knowledge Sharing Tech. These are the PreSonus Eris E3.5 studio monitors. In my video, I'll be talking about their build quality, I'll be talking also about their connections, their controls, and of course, I'll be performing a sound test. And I'm gonna give you my opinion on what I like and what I don't like about these studio monitors, and if I recommend them, and in what use case. So let's start with the build quality. The size of the speaker is not very big, so they are 8 inches long, and they are 5.5 inches wide, and they are 6 inches deep. The casing is made of vinyl plastic, and the vinyl plastic is okay. I would have preferred if they were made of wood, because wood absorbs the sound better and it doesn't resonate. The assembly is spot on. There are no faults anywhere on any of the speakers. Everything is well assembled. Even the back of the active speaker, everything is well put together. One thing I didn't like too much is that these padded feet, I had to install them myself. They come in a separate package, but this is maybe nitpicking from me. So let me talk now about the connections of the speakers. On the passive speaker, you have only the speaker connecting ports. On the active speaker, let me turn it on the back. You have here the TRS connection, and the TRS connection is a balanced input, and you have RCA connection. The RCA is an unbalanced input, and on the front of the speaker, you have two connections. So this one here is the auxiliary input, so you can here put, like, for instance, your phone. This is a 3.5 millimeter unbalanced input, and this here is the headphones jack, and this is a nice touch if you want to listen to music using your headphones. Let me talk now about the controls. All the controls are on the active speaker, of course. So this one here is the on-off button, and this one here is the volume button. One thing I didn't like too much about the volume button is that it is a bit shallow. So if you have like large fingers like myself, it's a bit hard to manipulate. And on the back of the speaker, you have two controls here. The first one is the high, so this is the treble, and the second one is the low, and this is the bass. And these controls are a bit small also, but they have a stop in the middle, which makes adjusting them very easy without looking at them. Now let me tell you what cables come with these speakers. So these speakers come with all the required cables. They have a detachable power cable, and this is very good in case you want it longer. It is approximately 2 meters. And you have the speaker connecting cable that is 2 meters. And you have an RCA to 3.5 millimeter cable that is 1.5 meters. And you have a 3.5 millimeter to 3.5 millimeter cable that is also 1.5 meters. Of course, when you install the speaker connecting cable, make sure that the polarities are installed correctly. So put the red in the red and the black in the black. To talk about the specifications of these speakers, they have a 1-inch tweeter. It is protected by a metallic mesh grill, which is very good, and they have 3.5-inch woofer. They cover a frequency range from 80 Hz to 20 kHz, and they have a power of 25 watts times 2, and they are backported, meaning the bass exhaust is on the back of the speakers. So now let's go and perform the sound test. Before starting the sound test, please note that the sound test should be taken with a grain of salt, because it goes through many stages before it arrives to you. So it will go through my microphone, it will go through internet compression, and then it will go through your speakers. So let's start now the sound test.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, shit on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging on till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's thing, cut a shoplift, sick of hearing everyone complain. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams it's a modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but it's...
Now now that you heard how these speakers sound, you have your own opinion if you like their sound or no. Now let me tell you what I like and what I don't like about these studio monitors. I like the fact that they are a really good value. I also like the fact that they are really well built, and I like also that they have front controls and front connections, which make them easier to use. Now I also like how they sound, but not on a very high volume, otherwise they're gonna distort. Now to continue on what I don't like about these speakers, on a very high volume, these speakers tend to distort, and especially if there are many instruments playing in the music that is coming out of these speakers. But this can be easily adjusted by reducing the volume just a little bit. I also don't like the fact that they are made of plastic, vinyl plastic, instead of wood, because wood is better than plastic for speakers. Now, would I recommend these studio monitors? I would recommend them, especially if they are on sale. They produce a good sound, especially a flat sound if you want to produce music. And I also recommend them because they are a good value. If you want to check out these studio monitors, I'm going to leave an affiliate link in the description below. If you make a purchase using my link, I will gain a small percentage at no cost to you, and this will help my channel greatly. Just before finishing this video, I wanted to tell you that if you want to look on other studio monitors in the same category, take a look at the Edifier MR4s. These are also good studio monitors, and I've made previously a video comparing these PreSonus Eris E3.5 to the Edifier's MR4, and you can find the link to this video in the description. It will give you an idea about how these speakers compare to the Edifier MR4. I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope that you liked this video and you found it useful. In case you did, please share it, subscribe to my channel, and give this video a thumbs up. I'm Eloy from Knowledge Sharing Tech. See you in the next video.